Hang tight, we're gonna do a little Indo smoke.
Ah, Indo smoke. Pass me the joint so I could take a toke.
Drug-oriented songs like Indo Smoke are banned by KACE, but they get big play and a strong defense from other radio stations.
Smoking on the bud, feeling kinda high. Sipping on the gin, feeling kinda fine.
Art in any form is reflective of the world and what people are experiencing. I don't think that it's our job to censor.
KACE claims it's getting a lot of support from the black community, which is plagued by drive-by shootings, drugs, and family violence.
There are freedom of speech rights and all of this, but there's also the reality of our children who are dying, our children who are growing up amid violence and abuse, and it's not okay. And we have to stand up and say that it's not okay.
But the debate continues round and round over just how much inner-city kids are influenced by rap lyrics.
I think they're just listening to the music. I mean, they're wise enough to know that you don't have to do what the song is necessarily talking about.
Los Angeles radio station is getting a lot of attention because of its decision to ban songs with negative lyrics from its airwaves. Amy Powell reports the station's bold move could signal a new trend in the industry.
It's a big hit, but you won't hear Cypress Hill's Insane in the Brain on B103.9 anymore. This black-owned radio station in inner-city Los Angeles has decided to stop playing songs that glorify violence and drug abuse, disrespect women, and generally send out negative messages. Station executives are calling it enjoyability with responsibility.
If we keep blaming the ills of society on other elements, if we keep passing the buck, if we keep blaming it on other elements, how in the world do you ever expect to try to start to change things? We as a radio station have recognized our responsibilities to our community.
Though several rap songs are affected by the move, the programmers insist this is not an attack on rap and it's not censorship.
What we are doing, basically, is what every other radio station across the country is doing. Every single station across the country has the right to play whatever they want to play.
They say the community needs positive messages.
There's nothing joyful about drinking a 40 ounce of alcohol that is going to make you dizzy, make you sick, make you pass out, do whatever, you know. Who knows what they put in that stuff? There's absolutely nothing joyful about these things, and it's absolutely disgusting for them to glorify this kind of stuff.
The station says record companies don't necessarily like the decision, but they respect it. Ernie Singleton is president of black music at MCA Records.
I think KACE has a right to express themselves as they're doing. I don't disagree with them, but I also think the artists have a right to express themselves. The freedom goes both ways.
The response has been overwhelming. The station has received letters from celebrities, politicians, and citizens across the country praising the decision. The station wasn't trying to start a trend, but executives realize other stations around the country may follow their lead. From Los Angeles, I'm Amy Powell for E! News Daily.
It seems that some recording artists view the glorification of drugs, sex, violence, and the disrespecting of women as a way to sell records. The negative nature of their material does a great disservice to our community.
With that announcement, the management of radio station B103.9 FM made a dramatic change in format and also a social statement. Music director Mark Gunn says it's time to stop talking about problems and start on the solutions.
And with music being one of the more powerful mediums that influence kids and other people, why not start there with something that they're going to listen to in the first place? So if we can influence them little bit by little bit, other changes will start to take place.
Certainly, two men of courage, not afraid to make a decision. In fact, they say that all media, including television, should take a hard look as to how their programming affects the community, especially children.
Rap always has sparked controversy with its in-your-face rage. But as rap has muscled its way to the top of the charts, has it grown too violent and vicious? The folks at KACE Radio in Los Angeles think so.
When you take a record like Indo Smoke, which is a love song to pot as far as I'm concerned, there's no social benefit to that.
Pass me the joint so I could take a toke.
So KACE banned rap it calls negative and destructive.
We're looking at songs whose lyrics glorify violence, glorify the gang lifestyle, glorify disrespecting of women, are blatantly sexually explicit.
I applaud it. I mean, I think it's a very good move. It's a positive move for not only for my children, but for the younger generation.
In fact, an anti-rap backlash is cropping up around the country.
16 minutes after 9 o'clock here at WPGC.
The top urban station in Washington, D.C. pulled the plug on X-rated rap. In Harlem, ministers called on rappers to clean up their act.
You don't have to degrade our women.
But rap fans remind critics that an earlier generation once tried to ban rock and roll.
I mean, that's a bunch of nonsense, you know. I'm all for it. Person, all that. Gangsta music is, you know, it's what sells.
72% of the rap records in Los Angeles are sold to white kids. If anything, this music is teaching them and this generation that they can't turn the other cheek to the problems in the inner city.
Rappers point out that heavy metal weighs in with similar hardcore lyrics.
I bring rap to those who disrespect me like a dame.
And rap diva Queen Latifah claims they're all getting a bum rap just for telling it like it is on the mean streets.
If they running around here shooting people, you can't blame us for that. Go into the real problem. Don't just sit here and say musicians, musicians, rappers, rappers, rappers.
Rappers say their art is a reflection of real rage that's not going away. Neither, critics say, will their outrage. Bill Whitaker, CBS News, Los Angeles.